I've only been a mom for almost 6 months now, so I'm a bit of a noob over here, but I feel like I've learned so many lessons in such a short amount of time, and I'm going to share 5 of those with you today. I'm Juli Bauer Roth, the food, fitness, and lifestyle blogger behind PaleOMG. Welcome to my channel. I'm here to share my favorite food, workout, and wellness tips to help you live your best damn life. And today I wanted to talk about motherhood a little bit. I feel like I've been talking about a lot of baby stuff, but it's all I do every day. I have an almost 6-month-old baby. We are eating solids now. She's growing a tooth. Things are completely changing. Her sleep is changing. Everything changes all the time. So it's always on my mind. I just want to create the best life possible for her. So I'm always looking at different Instagram accounts and different articles and just reading a ton of different stuff. But there is so much I have learned in this such short amount of time. It is bananas. Like, we go through such big learning lessons all throughout our life, and motherhood has been my biggest learning lesson. I have learned so much. It's really, really freaking cool. Now, this isn't even on my lesson list, but I just wanted to talk about this because I think it is such a cool experience. Before having a child, I never thought my body was good enough. I always thought negative things. I really, really worked on that. And so I got better at it, but I still found myself looking in the mirror a lot, kind of obsessing a lot, being super strict with working out and diet and not having as much flexibility. And now that I've had a child and my body is nowhere near where I want it to be, it's not something that weighs me down. It's not something I worry about. I find myself thinking about looking back in the mirror, but I'm with my child and I don't want her to see me looking at myself over and over. I don't want her to create those same habits. And I found myself even in Cabo about to say something negative, and I was like, ew, why would I say that? And why would I ever show my daughter those negative thoughts that come into my head when I want her to have a different type of influence? And so she sees herself in a really positive light moving forward. It's just made me more aware of myself and my actions, but then it's also helped me put my energies towards something else. And I still take care of myself. I'm still eating really healthy and tracking my food and working out and journaling and working on positive self-talk, but it's not something that is my main thought process throughout the day because I'm thinking about her all the time. I'm thinking about how to make her day better, how to make her night better, the food that I'm going to prep for her. I'm thinking about so many different pieces that I've become a lot less obsessive about myself. And that doesn't mean I don't care about myself and I'm not working on all this self-care on a regular basis, but it's just not quite as important. And that's really freeing to me. I've really enjoyed it. I don't know. It's just a really cool experience. But I wanted to talk about 5 big lessons that I've learned in these 6 short months. I can't wait to see what I freaking learn in 10 years. It's going to be incredible. Number 1, I think every mom in the whole planet will ever say this, but everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. Every day is temporary. I mean, one night she'll sleep terrible and then the next night is great. And then we'll have these terrible sleep regression weeks and then everything is back to normal. Everything is so temporary. And that is really exciting. That's really fun. At first, motherhood was so overwhelming because there was no consistency. Every day is so different, but now it's almost exciting. Now that we found a rhythm a little bit, even though we don't have any consistency yet, we found a little bit more of a rhythm and every day is exciting. Like today, I found a tooth. Well, my nanny, amazing nanny, found a tooth, found this little sharp tooth coming through. Like, she didn't have a tooth yesterday. Like, these big changes keep happening every day and it's so fun and so exciting. And it's just a good reminder that these really hard times that pop up, it's very temporary and it's going to move past. And the really great moments, they're temporary and they're going to move quickly through. So really indulge in those moments and soak them in and remember that when you're sitting in the nursery and it's so hard and it's challenging and your baby won't go back to sleep, we're not going to always get to hold your baby like this. And I don't know. Obviously I had a great night of sleep last night. And when I say that, I was still up 3 times, but still, I have that positivity and it's such a good reminder for those really hard times that come up along the way. Number 2, the more help, the better. And I feel like there's a stigma around this that, moms before, these stay-at-home moms, or even maybe now, they should be doing everything because they are at home. They should be cleaning, they should be cooking, they should be doing a side business or a full-time business while taking care of their child. Moms are expected to do a lot, and maybe we put those expectations on ourselves. I think more often than not we do. But the more help we can get, the better. And there should be no stigma around that, whether that's family help, whether that's a daycare, whether that's school, whether that's a nanny, whether it's a next door neighbor coming over, a friend, whatever it is, the more help you can get, the better you're going to feel individually, but the better off your child is going to be. They're going to get interaction with other people. They're going to learn so much from other people, which you can't give them all the things they need to learn. Like, we're only one person. I really felt like I had to do it all at the beginning. And now I'm like, no, I need as much help as possible to make sure I can get everything done in the day. And the more help I can bring in, the better off our entire family is going to be. Number 3, everyone will be judgmental. And we're all judgmental. We just accidentally do that. We don't mean to. But say with feeding Avery solids, we're feeding her solids, and I've already heard some judgment from family members, from friends, just depending on how we are feeding her. And that judgment comes from lack of knowledge. It comes from insecurity. It comes from them doing something different and not understanding why you are doing something different from them. There are all kinds of different reasons. But people will be judgmental, I think, our entire life with building a child, whether your child is an adult and is on a career path that maybe your friend doesn't understand or believe in. I think people are always going to be judgmental, and we always have to check ourselves on that. But the more you can cut out the noise and not care what anybody is saying, the better off you can be. Stay in your lane, stay with the understanding that you know your child better than anybody else does. And so what you can teach them is most important. And so what you do with your child is going to be the best because you know them the best. People are always going to be judgmental. And the more you can cut out the noise, the better life is. Number 4, comparison is going to rob you of so many moments. I see this all the time, or I've experienced this myself, but I also see it on social media constantly because I'm talking to different people. But we compare ourselves and how we're raising our children to other people. So maybe we compare ourselves to the school someone's taking their kids, like a public versus private, or how somebody is feeding their child, or if someone's breastfeeding or formula, or the gifts that kids get around the holidays. I always see that, like, should you give your kids a lot of gifts or not? Or somebody's getting their kid a brand new BMW in like high school and other people not getting a car at all. Like, there is so much you can compare your life to, but why? Like, your life is yours. And as we only know at this point, this is the one life we could live. And so why compare it to someone else when that comparison makes you feel insecure? Like, comparison is the thief of joy. It is completely the thief of joy. And if we can cut out that comparison and know that our life is how it is supposed to be and we can improve upon it, and it doesn't have to look like anybody else's, it doesn't have to look like this cookie cutter, it doesn't have to look like this Instagram life. Comparison will rob you of so many moments. Instead of staying present in the moment and being grateful and thankful for all that you have, then you're comparing yourself. And I say this as a person who has done this. Let go of it. Comparison is such a bank robber. It's robbing you of such special moments. Indulge in those special moments, no matter what they look like. And number 5, downtime is few and far between. And something I knew when I was pregnant going into birth, I knew that I wasn't going to have much downtime anymore. I knew I wasn't going to have much alone time. And I indulged in that last few months of having time to myself. I went to my favorite restaurants. I went out with friends. I went to coffee shops. I did whatever I wanted to do in that moment because I knew I wouldn't have that freedom in the same capacity moving forward. And even with all the help we have a nanny. My parents live nearby. My mother-in-law lives nearby. My brother-in-law is 4 minutes away. My sister-in-law is 20 minutes away. We have so much support and help, but I still am not experiencing much downtime, because when any of those people are helping, it is all hands on deck with getting all the work done that I can. So I'm here in my office, I'm on my phone, I'm running errands, I'm cleaning the house. Downtime is just, it ain't happening. Even when I watch TV at night, I'm often working at the same time because I just want to finish stuff up. Or say I'm journaling, and journaling is this little downtime, but it doesn't feel like the numb your brain kind of downtime that I'm looking for. So everybody wants downtime in a different way. And I know that'll change in the future, but the downtime is very few and far between. And I don't think it's going to open up any more in the future as she becomes busier and does more things and sleeps less, maybe sleeps more on and off. Not much downtime. So I do miss that, but it's a learning lesson. I have learned that even though I have less downtime, I can really use any of the time that I do have to put into my business, which I want to grow and I want to succeed and I want it to move in so many different directions. And so I can put my energy into that, and downtime can come later on. That's okay. I also learned this on our vacation when I came back from vacation feeling like I needed a vacation. There was zero downtime on that. I felt exhausted afterwards because you have a baby who's in a different environment. They're not sleeping the same. Nothing is the same. And you're planning your whole life around this baby. There's just not much downtime because you're just wondering when they're going to wake up. But everything is temporary. Circle back to number one, as we know. But I want to hear from you. What lessons have you learned as being a parent? Are you a new parent? Have you had children for 30 years? Do you have teenagers? What lessons have you learned that have really stuck with you long term? I'd love to hear from you because I'm always looking to learn from more people. Not compare. That'll rob me of some joy, but I'd love to hear from other people because maybe I can learn something along the way. So leave your comments in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and stay tuned. I have one more coming up for you.